I think there is a reason why athletes have dental problems. I think one of them is dry mouth. My dentist has told me that a lot of athletes, because we train so hard and we're using water in other parts of our body, that we often get a dry mouth, and because it's warm and dry, it's perfect for bacteria to breed and eat into our teeth. That's one reason. I think another reason is the amount of sugary drinks, energy drinks, supplements, protein shakes, all these things that we have to get into our stomachs to keep us training at a high level. Because we're endurance athletes and not power athletes, we have to take in a lot of carbohydrate to keep our bodies moving and fueled and to a high level. But carbohydrate's not great for your teeth.
I'm a medical student now, so I am starting to learn more about how important oral hygiene is. And I think there's a lot of things which, could be looked after so much better, and you can really learn what kind of effects that has on different parts of the body. It's not just your mouth and your teeth, it can lead to all sorts of other issues and needs to be checked up on. And I think one of the major things for sport that isn't looked after enough is people using sports drinks, for example, because they can be really sugary, and the way people drink them can really pull against the teeth, and something so simple as that. And a lot of people in sports, especially sort of just below elite level, think that's really important. They should be using those sports drinks, but actually they can also be detrimental to the health.
And it's also little things like, I can have the best gum shield in the world to protect my teeth from cutting my gums. But then the issue I found is that, when I'm having my energy drinks in training, while I'm sparring and so on, the sugar gets caught in the gum shield. So it's important to make sure you rinse your mouth out, so you're staying on top of your hygiene. So that way you spend no time out of the gym and you can focus on being the best athlete possible.
Tant'è che io ho sempre usato il bite in gara, e non solo in gara, anche nel dormire, perché nei momenti di sottostress risultava spesso che io dormissi male per una tensione mandibolare che mi portava poi dopo uno stress muscolare in tutto il corpo. E grazie al bite ho avuto la possibilità di trovare o di rifinire bene i miei allenamenti. E andavo spesso, anzi sono sempre andato, andavo ogni mese a fare questi trattamenti e ne trovavo subito benefici, tant'è che io poi ho cercato di trasmetterlo ai miei colleghi, avversari anche, e per sapere se risultava lo stesso, quello che provavo io risultava anche a loro, e questo è stato. Tant'è che adesso parecchi atleti italiani e non fanno uso di questi trattamenti, cercano di assettarsi a livello dentale, tenere logicamente la bocca pulita spesso, e usano tantissimi il bite nello sci di fondo.
Well, I've certainly noticed that if I can control my diet properly, then I have a much better oral hygiene. I have much less tartar and much less acidity in my mouth, and at the same time managing my oral care through diet, actually, more than anything else, also helps me sports-wise, because there's less acidity in the body. I don't have to spit all this nasty stuff up when I'm running fast, and also the lack of acidic foods, which can be very bad for tendons and muscles, are also all brought down to an absolute minimum.
I think there's two two situations where we see the biggest impact. The first is day to day, where if you have niggling issues that are being neglected or not treated when they need to be, we find athletes possibly missing sessions or just being generally under the weather. We already know that if there's inflammation in the mouth, we know there's probably inflammation in the whole body, and so that's going to have an effect on how your body responds to the training we do. We're always training at the very limit anyway. So if your oral health isn't perfect, then maybe you're overdoing the training and your body can't adapt. And I think the other situation is racing, where it's a bit more of an acute issue. We've had athletes, they've attended a world championships, the highest competition